So good morning. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it. This is a wonderful venue and a beautiful setting for us. My name is Dan Hamilton. I'm the president of the Transatlantic Leadership Network, and we're working today with the Atlantic Council to put on this event, and really delighted to do that. And so really pleased that so many of you could come today, especially our officials from the region. I realize it's a big commitment of your time, so we really do appreciate that. And I think it's important that we do something like this and make a statement in Washington about the importance of connecting Southeastern Europe, the countries of the region, sending a message that those countries want to connect, and that we need to all keep working on this together. One of my previous lives, I was the U.S. coordinator for stabilizing Southeastern Europe following the Kosovo and Bosnia conflicts. And I remember at that time, much of it was about connectivity. It was after so much tragedy of everyone deciding to stand apart rather than come together. We had to start to say, you'll never join the mainstream of Europe if you're not going to connect with each other. But I remember I would have to fly out to Vienna or Zurich to get from one Balkan capital to another. I couldn't take trains. I'd have to go in a car from one embassy to another. And here we are 25 years later. So we're still working at it. But I think the premise is still the same, that we have to connect the countries of the region to each other and connect them to the rest of mainstream Europe if we're ever going to have a more stable continent. This is unfinished business. And I really encourage us all to think today practically about what can be done. It's nice to have good discussions, but my admonition to you all is let's focus what comes after this. Whether it's in the region, whether it's in Brussels or in Berlin or some other place back here in Washington, to continue the momentum, because this is such an important time in Europe. And the question still is Europe coming together or is it falling apart? The whole continent right now. So the message you send about how you can overcome differences and try to reconnect provides a basis for that integration that I think we're all working towards as we go forward. So that's enough for me. I'm trying to just get a little spark here this morning so that we get going. But I'm going to turn to my colleague, Jeroen Plek from the Atlantic Council. Jeroen, thank you for helping us today and with all of this. We look forward to really good discussions. Jeroen will say hello and then start off with our next speaker, and then we'll go as the schedule shows us. But again, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. I want to have a big shout out to Sasha Toprich, my colleague, and his whole team, who's really done a lot to put this together. I just want to say that now that it's really all of their work. So appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.